What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we are going to be bantering about crafting the ultimate 5-tool player using the 2023 Milwaukee Brewers. Now, before we get into it, there is a corresponding article up on LaracuenteLedger.com about this exact installment. So I will leave links to it down in the show notes below. We're going to begin by telling you what a 5-tool player is, followed by the contact tool. Now, for those that may not know, the 5-tool player encompasses 5 different skills, and it is listed out as contact, power, speed, arm, and fielding. So in order for us to create the ultimate 5-tool player, we have to put together 5 players to equal out this tool set. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make it 5 individual players and not double up on any one specific player. So with that in mind, we're going to begin with contact. When it comes to the contact tool for the Milwaukee Brewers of 2023, it is Brian Anderson. This former Miami Marlin top prospect has refound his swing in Major League Baseball, refound his place, and it is with the Milwaukee Brewers that he is having a renaissance of a season. There's no doubt about it, this player was always highly thought of when he was down in Miami, but never really seemed to be able to put it together outside of his rookie season. But here we are now, his first season with the Brewers, and he's really starting to find it once again. I think that for Milwaukee, this is a player that is really going to be able to benefit them for a very long time, as long as he continues this current trajectory that he's on. For that reason, we're going to be naming him the contact tool. When it comes to power in the Brewers lineup, there's none better than Rowdy Tellez. This is the home run leader on the Brewers right now, and this is a guy who absolutely demolishes the baseball when he makes solid contact. This is going to be a player that absolutely has the ability to hit for a ton of exit velocity, and average exit velocity being one of the best, if not the very best, in terms of what the Milwaukee Brewers are going to feature throughout all of 2023. So for the Milwaukee Brewers, being able to have Rowdy Tellez on the squad truly helps them win ball games in very big ways and very loud hits. So for that reason, Rowdy Tellez is the power tool. When it comes to speed on the Milwaukee Brewers, Garrett Mitchell is the player that we're naming. When you look at StatCast sprint speed, this is the player that really grades out extremely well for the Brewers. There are going to be guys who are right now, because he's on the injured list, stealing more bases, running a little bit faster because he's not being graded out on it. But when you look at the overall and the end of the year numbers, I definitely believe Garrett Mitchell will have the top numbers in terms of sprint speed for the Milwaukee Brewers. And then that is why we're naming him the speed tool. When it comes to grading out the arm tool and selecting the player for it, it is Joey Wiemer. When you look at what this player is capable of doing and looking at the StatCast numbers, Joey is the guy that rates out the best in terms of arm strength for the Milwaukee Brewers of 2023. The Milwaukee Brewers are going to find themselves in a very difficult battle, in my opinion, all season long. Right now, they find themselves chasing down the very hot Pittsburgh Pirates. But it is going to be something that they're going to have the ability to be able to do. And in my opinion, because of the defense that some of these players on this squad are going to be able to provide, some of the offensive things that are going to be able to be provided by the squad, they're going to be able to have that opportunity to be competing at the top. One such player is Joey Wiemer, because what he's going to be able to provide is consistent play. And part of the reason why he's going to be so consistent defensively is because of the strength of his arm. For that reason, he is the arm tool. And when it comes to the fielding tool, Willy Adames is the player that we're naming for the Milwaukee Brewers. Adames has the ability to be one of the better and more underrated defenders, in my opinion, in Major League Baseball. I think that quietly this player goes about his business in the absolute perfect way. He's going to be a force on offense, a force on defense, and someone that is good for the clubhouse. The former Tampa Bay Ray, and you know that they acquire players and draft players that are such high caliber players. And that's exactly what Willy Adames is capable of being. He's going to be a force in the middle of this Brewers order for a very long time, in my opinion. And for that reason, name him as the fielding tool. But I want to hear from you. Brewers fans, let me know your thoughts, your feelings. How would you craft your ultimate 5-tool player using the 2023 roster? Let me know that down in the comments, or find me over on Twitter at banter_baseball, and we can keep the conversation rolling. You can find more from us on our other social media outlets on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, as I always say, and as I said at the top of this video, we have a corresponding article up on this particular series of videos that we've been doing, broadcasts that we've been airing. So make sure you check it out on laracuenteledger.com. We have articles that go up daily on laracuenteledger.com. So definitely check it out, as we have a ton of coverage, mostly on the world of Major League Baseball, but we also cover some other topics as well. So definitely check it out. We have our merchandise shop, Baseball Banter Broadcast.com. So if you want to check that out, show some support, add some love to the channel, we can definitely appreciate that support. So baseballbanterbroadcast.com is the website. We have a ton of promo codes you can use to save on that merch. If you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, as it does tremendously help us as we continue to try to grow this baseball community. So hit the subscribe button, the bell for post notifications, so that every time we drop a new broadcast bantering about baseball, you'll be notified. And I will catch you on that next broadcast when we continue to banter. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.